with Bandit, and we've been practicing walking on leash. What a good boy, look at you. So first I want to talk about harnesses. I usually start by training a dog on a collar so that they can feel the looseness and the tightness and so forth. But Bandit is one of these dogs that kind of has this constant pull. It's like he's always putting his head to the ground, and so it feels like he's constantly pulling on you. And it, after a while, like your arm even hurts because it's like you're trying to kind of keep him close. So the kind of harness that he has a hook on the back. And if you put that on him, he's just like a train trying to go forward because of the hook on the back. So I have put him on a front hook harness. This is an easy walk harness. And if you notice, it can go from side to side from the front, which gives you leverage. It also allows him to put his head down without pulling on the collar or the leash. So as you can see, it just has a front hook, and that goes back and forth. So this is the kind of harness I would recommend for Bandit. When you first go out on a walk with Bandit, he is very excited, so he pulls the most right at the beginning. And if you're in your driveway and he's doing that, the first thing you want to do is start going in circles with him, because you need to synchronize him to you. He needs to understand you're walking him, not the other way around. When he gets outside, he's kind of in his own world, and he doesn't look at you. He doesn't even like acknowledge that you're there. So we need to get him thinking about us. Come here, buddy. Come on. Up, 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 up. So we start him walking, and we start just going in circles. Like that. Come on. Good boy. No. That's it right there. Good boy. Then we go around. Come here. Come on. That's it. And see how nice and loose that leash is. Okay, so he's really good. Anytime you stop, he immediately sits and looks for his treat. So I always go for a walk with a treat with him. Look. Yes, good boy. All right, so now we have him synced with us. He's walking with us nicely, and we're gonna head out onto our little adventure. So if he goes forward like that and pulls, you're gonna do a couple steps backward and reset him to your side. Good boy. Heel. Back. And to our side. Because he forgets. He starts walking fast, and he thinks he's going to just kind of take off on his walk. Sometimes I'll just say and do a little correction. Sometimes it's the whole thing. Heel. Good boy. Good boy. Notice two-handed hold. The leash goes across to my body, and he stays on one side or the other. I don't care which side. You just want to be consistent so he knows where it is he's supposed to be placed. Come here, buddy. Good boy. There you go. I'm holding it with 2 fingers. Nice and loose. Back. Good boy. Good boy. Now Bandit is very reactive when he sees other dogs and other people. So as you're walking along, he thinks he wants to go say hi to everybody. So what you're going to do is, if a person's coming on this side of you, he needs to be on this side. You're going to shorten up his leash, and you're going to use your body to block him from trying to lunge over to see the person or the dog. Sometimes you even, have to do one of these where you're kind of using your leg to push him over. Good boy. That's a good boy. So he needs to learn to go your pace, not his pace. He thinks he has to walk at a speedy pace, and he doesn't, so I'm just strolling. But sometimes you might speed up. Yes, and slow down. And then he needs to adjust. Good boy. Good boy. Well, that feels nice and loose on him. Yes, that does pull against his chest a little bit when he goes forward, so he can still feel it. But if I put it around his neck with his collar, what happens is he's constantly putting his head to the ground, and then I have to pull back and it's not as comfortable for him or for me. And see, coming back is much harder. So now I have him back on his harness, and look how nice he's walking. One side. That's it, right there. Oh boy. So with him, I think the harness is the key. Good boy, look at that. I'm hardly even holding it. Good boy. Now the other thing is when you're walking a dog, you should periodically say, look at me, look. Now he doesn't do it very well. He'll look at you in the house, but when he gets outside, he's so distracted. Look at me, look. Bandit, look. But if I stop, Bandit, look. Bandit. Hey, look. Good boy. What do? He usually will just sit. This time he's just waiting for his treat, and that's okay. At least he looked at me. But getting him to look at you while you're walking is very difficult. Whereas most dogs, they'll just instantly, yeah, huh? What do you want? But with him, he's like on high alert, trying to watch everything around him. You don't want to miss a thing. Good boy. Good boy. Nice job, buddy. All right, and that is Bandit learning to walk on a leash. Good